All right, this is Brent Leary. I'm still hanging out at the Small Business Basecamp event here in Atlanta that Salesforce put on. People are still here. It's been a good day, and people are still here. They're still buzzing around. And so I wanted to grab a couple of Salesforce pros, the dynamic duo. We got the marketing of Jamie Domenici and the sales of Mike Wolff. So first of all, guys, it's really cool to have this event in Atlanta. So thanks for bringing it to Atlanta. First question is, why Atlanta? I know why from my perspective. Why did you bring, this is the second stop, so why is Atlanta number 2 in the stop?
I'll have you start with that, Jamie. And then
First of all, I'd like you to call me the dynamic duo at work.
That works.
That's what we're going to go by. Second of all, Atlanta is definitely one of our largest hubs. And the reason that really inspired us to start here, though, was we did a small business survey, thousands of surveys across the United States. And Atlanta, the Atlantans overwhelmingly said, 91% of the Atlantans surveyed said, we are going to start a new business here. This is a great place to start a new business. And it was like unanimous. And so we thought, well, that's a great place to bring our Salesforce culture and help to bring the Ohana, because there was an appetite for it.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta has such a great startup community as well. We've been in the Atlanta market for several years. First, when Salesforce acquired ExactTarget and Pardot came along with it, so we're very familiar with Atlanta, and we have multiple teams down here as well that focus on the area. So it's exciting to be able to come and share resources and tools and best practices with the fast-growing startup community here in Atlanta.
So after this really good day of events and a lot of engagement in the audience, did you learn anything new about the Atlanta small business community?
I think for me, it reconfirmed how active the community is, and that's what makes it so special. Every time I come to Atlanta, I get blown away by the creativity, the resourcefulness, the entrepreneurial spirit that the customers that we meet with that just exudes. We had the small business contest that was just won a few minutes ago, where the contestant won $10,000. So that was pretty exciting to help start up his education company. So that's what excites me in terms of lessons learned. Just confirmed what we already appreciate about the city.
I've met so many people here who are doing so much good. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I met a gentleman who's just starting up a business called Corporate Kicks. It's a nonprofit, because he realized that he was growing out of his shoes, and he didn't mind donating them, but there was so many kids in his neighborhood that needed, wanted, liked shoes, that now he's trying to match kids up with shoes, people donating directly to somebody to get that instant benefit, and it just is doing good. And I've heard stories like that all throughout the day. And so I think at Atlanta in particular, incredibly innovative, incredibly entrepreneurial, but the sense of community and the sense of giving back is really strong here.
Now, you brought partners here. You got Zenobit, Sage, Airbnb. You got a number of partners. Why is it important to include partners in this message that Salesforce is pushing out?
So when we talk to our small business customers, it's more than just a technology challenge that they're solving for, right? Our customers are looking for how to collect payments more efficiently, how to find real estate, how to invest in legal resources without potentially bringing on someone from legal. So it's solving the whole ecosystem of challenges that small businesses encounter versus just front office CRM solutions.
And what I love about this event, we've brought a lot of local resources. So behind the tent, there's 2 tables of local resources. And I think having folks like the Chamber of Commerce here and people who are in Atlanta who can really help small businesses, but small businesses don't know. So I feel like we're also helping to connect the community to see what resources are available, which is really, really important for these companies to thrive.
So Salesforce is CRM. We all know it as customer relationship management. Small businesses have been a little slow to adopt it. So what are some of the things that you see that small businesses are still trying to figure out about CRM that they need a little push to understand the benefits of it?
So I've been at Salesforce for about 15 years, and over the course of the 15 years, I've primarily only sold to small businesses. So small businesses have always been top of mind for Salesforce. But to your specific question, in terms of the challenges or the themes that I've seen over the years, it primarily goes back to the underlying business processes. Right? The mistake that I see a lot of small businesses make is they think by investing in a piece of technology that it's going to solve all their challenges, and unfortunately that just doesn't happen. So where our customers are most successful is when they identify, all right, let's look at our underlying processes, let's get a clear understanding of how we want to sell more effectively, market more effectively, serve our customers more efficiently, and then map that into a solution like Salesforce. That's really what drives success.
And I think I totally agree with everything you said, so right on. I also think a lot of people don't know where to start. And so it's like either sales, service, or marketing, but just like, I'm using email, I'm using spreadsheets. I know I could be doing better, but I don't really know where to start. And I think that's what Salesforce does so well, is we help people figure out where to start, and then we can grow with you. So if you have a sales problem today, we can help you. And if you have a service problem tomorrow, we're going to be there for you along every step of your journey.
So I can't get away from asking an AI question, an Einstein question. What is artificial intelligence from a small business perspective? What should they know about AI that will help them understand how it can help their business?
Good old AI question, because it's everywhere, right? You can't pick up a magazine or a newspaper these days and not see AI or machine learning on there. And we talk to thousands of small businesses, and their first reaction is like, that's not for me. Actually, same report that I mentioned earlier, in Atlanta, 61% of small businesses said, I don't need AI. And I think that's what we're here to do, and what Salesforce is really great about, always being innovative. We know AI is coming. Machine learning, you may not know it, but you use it every day. If you use Google, Google is using algorithms to help surface up information. If you use Siri, that's NPL, natural language processing. Like, these are parts of your everyday life, and that's what AI is. It's doing work, making your life easier without you having to know it. So for a small business, it's like having a data scientist sit on your payroll without having to pay him. And Salesforce is bringing that to you. So we're democratizing AI. Einstein is live right now. It's going to be embedded in every one of our products. And for small business owners, it's going to make their life easier. It's going to take away some of that manual work, help them get access to insights quicker, and really empower them to be more productive and help them grow.
Mike, I got a question for you, because you had the real cool pleasure of doing an interview on stage with Dan Reeves. Of course, we know him here in Atlanta as the former head coach of the Falcons. Right. What were some of the takeaways that you got from that conversation that you think may help small businesses out?
Right, so it was really an honor to interview Dan Reeves today. Someone I grew up from afar admiring, just his leadership and even keel personality on the sidelines and how he drove success. And I think the things that I took away from today's one of the key things I took away from today's conversation was when he was talking about leadership and a moment of self-reflection that he had, in probably one of his lowest moments as a coach, when he had lost 7 games in a row when he was the head coach of the New York Giants. And he was asked by his owner to go and speak in front of one of the businesses that he owns. And what Dan shared was that it really hit on him the importance of empowering his team while also setting clear expectations. And it was something as simple as asking his team for what their favorite plays were and how he incorporated that into the game plan, and how really the team dynamic changed. And it changed the way that he led moving forward, of always getting buy-in to his team. And I think we saw that later in his career with the Falcons, that we saw those benefits paying off, where he continued to invest in his people and they helped drive success through all parts of the organization versus him just managing down.
And Jamie, right towards the end, we had a presentation of Salesforce donating to Bert's Adventure. Maybe you could talk a little bit about why it's important for Salesforce to be local and help out in local causes.
Definitely. Salesforce, well, first of all, the Bert show, that was pretty cool. Bert was here, met him. But even more important, core to Salesforce is our tenets, our culture, equality, giving back, innovation, growth. These are who we are. And giving back is really important. We give back, we have the 1-1-1 model. So since the day that Salesforce was created 18 years ago, Mark said we're going to give back 1% of our time, 1% of our equity, and 1% of our technology, which has been really impactful. And so what Bert is doing at Bert's Big Adventures It really struck a chord with us. I mean, they're taking disabled kids to Disney World every year and changing people's lives. And so we really wanted to give back and be part of that. And not only did we donate $10,000 today, but we had 2 of our sales engineers up there who are also building out a Salesforce instance for the charity to use to help them track people that they're taking and people who would like to join the program. So we're trying to make an impact, and they truly, truly are.
So let me get a takeaway from each of you that you want people to walk away from this event with.
For me, the primary word is community, right? And it's winning as a team. And we're all here to drive success with one another and leverage the best practices and experiences of one another to help make each other more successful. And that's what I'd love everyone to take away from today.
And just to add to that, at Salesforce, we have a phrase that we use, which is ohana, which is a Hawaiian word for family. And we really believe that our ohana is not only our employees, like the dynamic duo, but it's about our partners that are here. It's about the community members. It's about our customers, and it's about our prospects. And so while we're only here in Atlanta for one day, I feel like we've expanded the Salesforce ohana, and we continue and plan to continue making an impact here locally. And so I want people to walk away feeling like they learned something and feel like they really belong as part of this ecosystem.
Well, we're glad that you guys came to Atlanta, and we hope that you come back often.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's great. And in the meantime, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you the next time.